I live in St. Paul in an area called the East Side, more specifically Payne Phelan. After completing grad school down in Auburn, Alabama, and moving back to Minnesota, it was at the peak of the Great Recession. It was difficult to find employment in my field of landscape architecture, but I was determined to put my schooling into practice in whatever way I could. At that time, the East Side had an exorbitant amount of vacant houses, vacant lots, crime associated with vacancy, and perceived crime due to neglect. The East Side had some of the highest foreclosure rates in the country, with more than 60% of vacant houses in wards 5, 6, and 7 in 2012. In response to vacancy issues, myself and a group of neighbors decided to do something. We started Payne Phelan Pocket Parks. Since 2012, we have worked to build 2 small parks on vacant land, an effort to create more access to green space, build community, and help change people's perception of the East Side. But there is still more work to do. According to a study by Blue Cross Blue Shield and the Wilder Foundation, the Payne Phelan neighborhood is one of 6 areas in the Twin Cities with the shortest life expectancies in the region. The study goes on to state that the Twin Cities could make big gains in life expectancy by targeting these areas specifically with efforts to improve access to healthy food and recreation. Studies have shown that time spent in nature can reduce mental fatigue and feelings of aggression or violence as a result of this fatigue. One of the hidden gems in terms of parks on the East Side is Swede Hollow Park. It's a beautiful, somewhat wild, a little rough around the edges, and very unique landscape. It has a history that reflects the story of the many waves of immigration to America, and is ecologically, regionally, and historically important to Minnesota. Swede Hollow also has one of the largest areas of contiguous forested landscapes that people on the East Side can get to by foot, bike, or bus. Despite this, a lot of even longtime residents don't even know it's there. It's kind of hard to access the park itself, and it only has a few entry points. It does have some great trails and connects to Bruce Vento Nature Sanctuary and Phelan Boulevard. To many people, including myself, Swede Hollow doesn't come to mind when thinking about a place to recreate. There are probably many reasons for this, but some may perceive it as rather isolated or unsafe. Here's my idea. Help enhance access and wayfinding into Swede Hollow from Payne Avenue. Create a statement that announces the presence of this beautiful park along Payne Avenue to increase awareness and intrigue. This can help herald the way for future efforts to improve the lower Payne Avenue corridor. In 2014, the Riverfront Corporation came up with a plan that redesigns the street and incorporates overlooks at several key locations. This plan is long-range and may take some time to be realized. However, now is the time to build on momentum on the idea of Payne Avenue as the new Eat Street. My idea can help set the stage for these future plans. What if there was a viewfinder similar to this one that would allow you to have visual access to Swede Hollow from above? In addition to being able to look through the viewfinder to explore the park, you could also see images of Swede Hollow's past. Using old photographs that could be flipped through, people walking by can see firsthand what Swede Hollow looked like long ago. In addition to this viewfinder, there would also be signage that explains how to use the viewfinder, some history about the park, a map that shows how to access the park and its connection to other trails on the East Side. The viewfinder also allows people who would not ordinarily take the time to go into the park to be inspired to do so. There are also many people who, due to different physical abilities, such as the elderly or handicapped residents, might not be able to access the park. The viewfinder helps them do this. Getting people excited to explore nature will benefit the community's overall health and well-being, and address the many serious issues that face us: obesity, heart disease, and nature deficit disorder. Also, getting more people to use Swede Hollow for recreation will make it an overall safer place and help inspire people to protect this valuable community asset for years to come.